Okay, everybody, welcome back to another episode of Let's Connect Now. We are officially back in the studio.
No kidding. It's been, about 3 weeks?
Yes, and Aiden doesn't even give us a round of applause or anything. Oh, there it is.
There it is.
Woo!
Thank you, Aiden.
Man, these guys, I have to give it to the crew, Jimmy and the crew. Jimmy, Aiden, Simon, Brendan, they worked all day to make this happen, to get it back into what it looks like today.
I know. Yesterday was chaotic in here. I couldn't even get to work, and that was called lazy.
Yes.
Because my whole space was being invaded, and yet I'm lazy. Just looking at you guys made me tired, I guess.
With them working made you tired. Like, wow, man, they're putting the lights up and stuff. But no, we are excited. We are back. We are back into the studio. It's still, when this airs, Hispanic Heritage will be done.
Yes.
It'll be over, but hey, we're still kind of in it. It'll be the last, it'll be Monday right after Hispanic Heritage ends on October 15th. But we're here. I hope everyone enjoyed Hispanic Heritage Month celebration. We did. It was amazing this year.
It was definitely an amazing time for us. I think being our fourth annual Hispanic Heritage Month event, they were different. They felt different. I think our attitude was different than the previous years. We had a great time. We had so many different faces join us this year. I mean, from our red carpet, the girls were so beautiful on there.
Yeah, Lexi and Angela.
Yes.
Thank you guys so much.
Yes.
It was they did an amazing job. Nothing but compliments of those two young ladies.
Yes, and of course, like you said, you gave kudos to our team. Without this team that we have put together, this event wouldn't have been what it was, because they all worked so hard to make it happen under the leadership, of Jimmy, our main production
Coordinator.
Coordinator, and just everybody that joined us. Wacko did so awesome.
Yeah, sorry for the names. I know Wacko. Wacko because he has his name Wacko.
It's his nickname.
It's his nickname Wacko.
But he's by far not Wacko.
Oh yeah, he is Wacko. You're Wacko. No, but he's with iHeartRadio, so he took his time to come out here. He's with iHeartRadio, Big Boy, and all of them. So he came out to help structure a little bit the red carpet. And then we had Rocky, with Rocky Nash podcast. He does an amazing podcast, and he came out and help getting us guests and help running everything, and it just made it smoother. Because we even said we're like, man, how did we do it the first and second year? Because it's just you and I and Jimmy. That was it.
Yes.
And we ran the red carpet. We ran everything. It was crazy.
Yeah, it was like pulling teeth.
And we did it, though.
Without the right tools.
Yeah, it was chaotic.
Yeah, it was very
But we
chaotic.
got it done. The mall loved it and offered to let us have it every year. So it was amazing. And it just got better and better every year. And this year, I believe, yes, it was one of the best years. It was really smooth. We were able to network and talk to people because we decided to let have a host for the stage, have our red carpet hosts, which they were hosting it, and we were able to just make sure.
Kudos to DJ Angie V, because she joined us the first day, and it was amazing. I mean, our little VIP area. I mean, it was still very congested.
Yeah, we were trying to control the VIP area, but it still somehow gets really packed.
Yes.
So we modify it every time we modify it to make it better and better.
Yeah.
But it was amazing. If you missed out, you can still watch the episodes. Go on our YouTube channel, watch the episodes. It's on September 24th, October 1st, and October 8th. They're amazing. You can see the performances and stuff. So, thank you guys so much. I appreciate it.
Yes.
So we got some sponsors. We got to thank our sponsors, too.
Yes. Some of the sponsors that join us this year for Hispanic Heritage Month are the same sponsors that continue to support us, with the show. Really, really grateful to them. Heartfelt thank you from the both of us, because without them, this show would not continue to be what it is. So, of course, I have to give kudos to Massage Envy, Westcovina, and Diamond Bar, Suburban Water Systems. Thank you, our friends, for all of your support, even with Hispanic Heritage, like I mentioned before. Med Spa Deluxe LA, everybody recognized us during Hispanic Heritage Month on their retractable banner. The more you stare at it, the more you knew it was JR and I on that.
They did it on purpose. They put us on there on purpose.
I know. So now everybody knows you get Botox. Of course, our friends from Prospectors Federal Credit Union, a division of Certified Federal. Thank you so much. They were here.
Yeah.
We had a lot of giveaways, and it was pretty awesome to see all of our partners here today.
Yeah,
during Hispanic Heritage.
Yeah, and then we had some more sponsors as well. You know, Munoz and Munoz, attorneys at law. You guys, thank you so much. Munoz and Munoz. If you need an attorney, please give them a call. They are amazing. I have to give them a call, legal advice, because I'm always, with Monica, it's crazy. So I'm always calling for legal business advice.
They are his HR.
Yeah, they're my HR department, guys. No, but Munoz and Munoz, attorneys at law. We also got Grocery Outlet in West Covina. Guys, go shop there. They sponsored us. They gave us the hospitality to be able to give the water, the snacks to all of our guests here at Let's Connect Now. Also, during Hispanic Heritage Month, they provided all the goodies and stuff. Grocery Outlet West Covina, and also our sponsors, the LA Latino Chamber of Commerce. Amazing. If you're a local business and want to begin to expand more into the LA area, you got to sign up with them. They have so many things happening. I mean, a lot of events.
Yes, even during the 3 weeks that we were doing our events, in between, we attended some pretty awesome events with them. I mean, Velocity was outstanding. That
was a great event.
Yes, outstanding. Currently, we are on doing on a Zoom with Ganas.
Ganas, right? Yes, that's one of the programs they came.
Yes, so my suggestion would be to make sure you guys go onto their website, because they have so many
things.
Yes, so many different events going on that we take so much. There's so much information that we thought we knew, but we really didn't know, that could really help your business. I mean, come on, guys. I know some people were asking me, are you redirecting, Greater West Covina members to the LA Latino Chamber? And I'm telling you, yes, spread your wings, because they are an awesome chamber. Yes, they have a lot to offer, and we are learning along the way. So make sure you guys look them up.
Yeah. So we are excited about everything that's going on. A lot of new things are happening. A lot of new things are going to be taking place. But the only way for you guys to continue to find out what's taking place is connect with us. It's in our name. Let's Connect Now. Connect with us. Go to our Instagram, our Facebook, go to our website, greaterwestcovina.com. I mean, there's so many ways that you could get connected, because we're going to be doing a new 2026 is around the corner, and it's all about now prepping for that. And that's what we've been doing lately. Well, now that Hispanic Heritage is kind of over for us, we're going to start gearing up towards that. But we want to get back into what we do best, and that's interview amazing guests, Monica. So before we go to our break, who do we have? I'm excited for this one.
I'm excited too. Like with every guest, we're very grateful that they agreed to sit and have a conversation with us. This girl, her name is Desiree. She has been doing some pretty amazing stuff. She is an artist. She is a professional designer in embroidery.
Yeah.
I mean, we actually got to witness her mobile embroidery at the LA Latino Chamber's golf tournament. She was there, and she did some beautiful towels. She engraved it with our initials.
Oh yeah, I got one.
Every guest received one, and I was very captivated by her personality. How she's very humble. And she also joined us, during Hispanic Heritage Month. She was here. And the more I get to, know her through Instagram and even the small little conversations that I've had with her, she's a pretty extraordinary person. So I can't wait for you guys to meet her. The name of her business is Chopped Up Cherries Embroidery.
Chopped Up Cherries Embroidery. So when we come back, we're going to have her here. We're going to talk a little bit about her, talk about her business. She's here locally, too, as well. So we're excited. But we're going to take a quick break, watch our, the sponsors that we have, and we'll be right back.
Yes. This episode is proudly brought to you by our sponsors who make this content possible. Thank you for your support.
Hey, I'm Michael.
I'm Ralph.
Welcome to Munoz and Munoz.
Come check it out. Here at Munoz and Munoz, every case is important to us. Big or small or big, we're here to help you.
And here also, privacy is our #1 priority for all of our clients. So come check it out. Our #1 priority is serving the community. We want to give the best attorney service out there in the industry. We're here to help you Please call us for any personal injury or criminal defense needs that you may need.
So thank you guys for visiting our firm. As you can see, I'm here, Michael's here, always ready to serve you guys for any questions. And please, do not hesitate to call us for anything you need. It could be the simple question, we're here for you. Y sí, hablamos.
Shoulders, knees, and toes. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. And eyes and cheeks and mouth and nose. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes.
Affordable self-care from professional massage therapists and estheticians. It's what we do. Massage Envy, where better begins.
Hey everybody, this is Danielle with Prospectors Federal Credit Union, now Certified Federal Credit Union. Guess what? It's that time of year again. The holidays are coming up. You guys are going to be spending, getting those gifts for all of your loved ones. And I just wanted you guys to know that we can help you save money and get those balances down, especially with the credit cards that you use with those high interest rates. Bring it on over to us. We have low fixed rates starting at 8.9. We don't go above 17.9. And if you want a balance transfer, you can get 0% for 6 months. Imagine what you can pay off with that. If you guys have any questions, please do not hesitate to contact me, 909-504-7371. Again, I'm Danielle with Prospectors Federal Credit Union, also now Certified Federal Credit Union. I'll talk to you guys soon. Have a great one.
All right, everybody, welcome back, and we are here, and you know what? We have a lot of stuff on display right now, and Monica's going to share once again. Before the break, we share who we're having, but Monica, share who we have and all this stuff that...
First, I've been admiring a lot of the stuff that she has brought, you know.
I know, the hat is amazing.
And it's like, oh, we can't wait to show you guys.
Too bad it's not a... Well, you know, it's not neutral gender. Yeah, I don't know.
Why not?
Really?
Let's see what happens.
Yeah, it's not going to happen.
No, but we shared a little bit about, you know, our guest today, Desiree. You know, she is with Chopped Up Cherries Embroidery. And
yes! All the way from East LA, no. Hacienda Heights.
No, La Puente, California.
We're saying Hacienda Heights, all right?
All right, fine. I mean, these two
it's not where
had
we
already
landed.
gotten
It's where
very
we're...
acquainted. Darren, his stories of going to
Los Altos High
Los
School.
Altos High School, and I'm just a private school girl.
Aw, that's so
You know,
sad.
I don't have good stories.
No, just your penny loafers that you buried. Yeah, I won't get into that.
Anyway, this is not about me, but I think at some point Desiree decided to, can we just interview JR?
What?
Yeah, he had really great stories.
He has great stories. No, but this is amazing. This is amazing. And yes, no, I really like the hats and stuff. I really like the way you did this hat. It's an amazing look, actually, for women and stuff. But can't wait to see what you do for the men. But, you know, this is a great look for the women and stuff. And so why don't you share, how did you come up with the name? And who you are.
I love the name, by the way.
Thank you.
And I can see it on your lipstick. Because I do. I was in this cherry kick, right? I was buying like all these, what do they call for the purses? Keychains and stuff. And I don't know why. I just all of a sudden I fell in love with it. At first I kind of thought, maybe I shouldn't. But you know what? I'm embracing it. Even my socks have little logos of cherries.
I like that.
So you like the red then?
I do. This is the only color that I wear, and everybody asks me, "Why don't you try different colors?" I'm like, "No, I don't want to."
I love
like this is what it
it.
is. This is how people know me. People know that I only wear red, and
I love it.
No, it does pop.
It.
I can see that it does pop. Yeah.
thank you.
I love it. But tell us about the name Chopped Up Cherries. Chopped Up Cherries.
Okay, so the way that the name happened, it has nothing to do with clothing, but we were hanging out at my home and we were making a contest on who could make the best cocktail and then name it. So the only thing that I had in my ingredients was Patron, cherries, Sprite, and I chopped up the cherries. I threw it in there, splashed of grenadine, and I called it a chopped up cherry.
There you
So
go.
later on, I thought, if I ever have a clothing line, I'm just going to name it Chopped Up Cherries. We laughed about it, thought it was funny. But when I first started my business and I would tell people my business name, people would laugh all the time, and I was so self-conscious about it.
Oh my
Yeah, they just thought it was funny, or they just thought, what does that mean, you know? And so, ironically, when I watch back the video from the news from this morning, I saw them put chopped up cherries. I'm like, man, people used to laugh, and now look, it's on the news.
Yeah.
There
Awesome.
you
No,
go.
hey.
No, congratulations on that. And I know we're going to touch on that, but because it is, you know, I know this morning we said, you know, this is I know people are not going to watch the show until the following week, but we're still technically in Hispanic Heritage Month. So you were featured on NBC LA. How did that come about?
Well, Anna from Latino Chamber of Commerce, she had referred me to Belen, and Belen had been following me for a minute. And so when Belen and Anna had met at a luncheon, Anna had brought my name up, and Belen says, you know what, I've been watching her for like the last 6 months, and I've been wanting to do a story, and you mentioning her, it basically is like my sign to do the story on her.
Oh my God.
That is so cool. I know.
Yeah.
It's like the people you meet, right? It's all about networking
Right.
and who you know. Because we met you at the golf tournament.
Right.
We seen your setup and you were embroidering everything. And then I got a cool towel. And when they handed it to me, I was like, oh, shoot, what's this? Oh, man, I got one. Cool, man. I really did. I put it right on my golf clubs when I got home, and I like it.
Yeah. No,
And she gave me another one, but I don't know. I didn't put it on.
I think you and I, of course, that was also the first time I met you, but I think I knew of you already. I don't know how. Somehow, I guess because Anna was she, you know, certain people that she follows, and I just kind of see.
No,
like,
no, I don't want to cut you off, but no, where we met her was at the LA Latino convention. She had her booth there.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
That's probably
Yes, that's why you.
where I started
yes,
following her.
because I went up to her booth as well.
Okay.
And that's why I remember having a quick conversation, because she said Hacienda Heights, and that's when I was like, oh shoot, you're Hacienda Heights, but we didn't really talk. But I remember meeting you there. At the
Okay,
booth.
then that's probably how I was following you. And then when I finally met you, and then you and I had Anna introduced us, and we started talking a little bit, and then I thought, you know what, she has a great story. Then I started just kind of seeing your stuff, and I was like, wow, this girl is so talented. I started thinking about like our jackets, our shirts, our hats, and things that we want to do. And I'm like, oh, I'm going to talk to her. And look at, here you are today.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I just gotta make sure that when she does ask you to do our shirts and stuff, just not too much bling, you know.
I know you want the pink rhinestones, right?
I'm like, hey, yeah, Monica must have done this one. Okay.
I'm definitely a bling girl.
I'm like, great, we're wearing those. Okay, guys.
Sorry, team, but you guys have to wear it. Desiree made it. No, but that's pretty awesome. But so I asked you today too. I said, you know what? I apologize. I know I've been browsing through your profile, and I've been seeing all the great stuff that you have done, because you're also an artist. So tell us how the whole embroidery and your artistic talent all came together.
Yes.
Well, oh man, I've been doing this for about 20 years, and it started when I worked at West Coast Choppers, Long Beach. So I designed for Jesse James, and he was married to Sandra Bullock at the time, and
Right.
that's where I began my my career in apparel. So once that shut down and he moved to Texas, I had to find another job, and that's where I learned how to embroider, and I hated it. I hated it. It was hard. It was annoying that I didn't get like good training. So I was like, I didn't think I was going to be there for long. But then my boss had said, you know, if you guys want to make extra money, whoever worked there, you can create your own stuff and you can sell it, and I won't charge you to use the machines or the thread or anything like that. So I'm like, hey, let me try doing that. So I designed a clothing line, and then that's when I started Chopped Up Cherries. So that's
Nice.
what yeah.
Well, man, West Coast Choppers, that's huge. I know you never heard of it, right? Is it West Coast Choppers had his own show as well. They were on MTV or
Monster Garage.
Monster
they were
Gar-
on there.
yeah.
I don't know what
station. I forgot what station, but they were
yeah,
huge.
they were.
It was
I mean, you couldn't go anywhere without seeing a West Coast, Choppers shirt.
Yeah, yeah, it was
and
huge.
it was just like filled with celebrities. Like I met Ashton Kutcher. I met Tyson Beckford. Sandra Bullock, and
she's my favorite actress
oh,
of
she's
all
amazing,
times.
and the way she is on the big screen is how she is in person.
Oh, wow.
So it's so nice to meet celebrities that are grounded and
Right,
humble.
right.
It's just super cool.
That's
So
awesome.
yeah, so that's where my career began.
So why East LA?
This
Because
sweater.
I see that a lot more than ever. So now you're making me want to wear one. Because I used to hang out on Whittier Boulevard when people used to do the parade, or what is it called? Not the parade, but they used to go
Cruising?
Yeah, that.
Okay, well,
Yeah, that.
the story behind this sweatshirt is this sweatshirt was actually featured in will.i.am and Taboo's music video.
Oh, wow.
So this design has really changed my life in the last, I would say, 3 months. So my friend Vanessa from Shaboy Show, shout out to them, she said, will.i.am's going to be in the studio tomorrow, and do you think you can make something? And I'm like right now? And she's like, yeah, I need it by tomorrow. So in 12 hours, I created this. I said,
looks nice.
All I want is a photo of him holding it up, right?
Yeah.
And so I got the photo, and I was all emotional, and I was like crying. I'm like a big crybaby. Now, later on in my life, back in the day, I was all tough. Now I'm like, don't let these fool you, because I cry for everything now, but in a good way, you know? So, yeah, so she sent me the photo. I was like, oh my God, crying, just because I was so happy. I'm like, wow, this is so cool. And I thought that was it.
I saw your video on your Instagram. You were saying they were happy tears.
Yeah, definitely. And so I didn't know that he was going to go back and reshoot the end of his music video, because the music video was already done. So once he got this sweater, he went back and he reshot it, and I had no idea that this was going to be in the music video. So I'm like, let me watch the video. So I'm watching the video, and then it cuts to him wearing the sweater that I made. And I was driving, and I'm like, oh my God, and I pull over, and I call my mom, and I'm like, Mom, you need to watch this. The sweater that I made is on there. And then I started watching the numbers, and it went 100,000, 200, a million,
God.
2 million, 3 million,
Wow.
10 million. It got all the way up to, I believe, 15 or 17 million in 1 week.
Oh my God.
It's a great song.
Amazing.
It's amazing.
I mean, if you're from East LA, even better, right? Because you just take pride, especially him in solidarity with everything that's happening right now. So it was just really iconic to be part of that. And now, they're being nominated for Grammy for the song, and it's just been, my life has completely
I really like the
changed in being part of that. So a few days later, his manager calls me, and he's like, hey, Will wants to meet you.
Wow.
And I'm like, what? Will wants to meet me? And they're like, when can you come to the studio? And I'm like, I could go right now. I could go. And he's like, if you could make it today by 4, come through. And I was like, and it was like 12:30, and I'm like, let's go, because I don't know, things in life happen, and you got to strike while the iron's hot.
That's right.
So I said, let me get ready. I'm about to go. And I went, and I got to meet him. And it was amazing. And since then, the opportunities I have gotten just to work with him and his team, and also designing for Taboo, who's also part of the Black Eyed Peas. I was on Will's podcast for FYI, which is a company that he owns. So it's just really taken off, and it's been amazing.
Wow,
That's amazing.
an amazing
Yeah,
journey.
I mean, have people try to now do the shirt, the brand?
Well, there's a technique to doing this particular
because it has a
sarape. So
I know, it looks amazing.
that's it. I feel like that's the reason why nobody has done this, because there's a technique that you need to do in order to do this. Embroidery is very precise, and I have a degree in graphic design, so I've used the graphic design and the innovative stuff that I know for embroidery to create this. And although it just looks like just text, there's a lot of technical stuff that goes in with this to make sure that this is sustainable, to make sure that this is not gonna fall apart when you wash it, and it's the longevity. It's gonna preserve the longevity of that. So
It's beautiful.
Thank you.
No, I like it a lot too.
Yeah.
I've personally never seen anybody throw sarape on the inside of anything.
No,
so
honestly.
I think I'm the pioneer to it. So if you see anybody else,
That's why
yeah.
it captivated me, because of the sarape on there, and then you have another one next to you that also has the sarape on it, that says Boyle Heights. Am I right?
yeah.
Does it say Boyle Heights? Yeah,
Yeah.
Boyle Heights.
Man,
that's
you gotta make
pretty
one for
awesome.
Hacienda Heights.
I know. I'm getting
Called
there.
the Heights. I'm getting there. Get it?
Yeah, he's gonna want you to put JR on it.
No, Los Saltos right there.
Yeah. Rebel familia.
Rebel Familia.
Oh God, no! Don't talk about
that. Yeah.
Let's shift here. This is about you. This is about you.
No, but
No, we're gonna
I
have
love
to
the
see his
fact
dance
I've
moves.
heard my dance. She said my dance. Wow. That's a party crew days right there, Monica. I don't know.
Let's not talk about
She's not ready
you.
for it. She's not
Reel him
ready.
back in.
But no, yeah, the FYI?
FYI, yes.
FYI, I have two friends they do a show. It's Fabian and Carlos.
Oh yeah,
Fabian and Carlos
Yeah,
do
I
a
know
show
them.
there as well. So no, that's kudos to you because they're pushing that as well. This
Yeah.
whole platform and stuff. And this is amazing. This is amazing because sometimes you don't know, where you're headed. You're doing what you're grinding. You're doing what you got to do. You're saying, and don't get me wrong, you had a great start with the West Coast Choppers and stuff, but then as you just continue to stay focused, it just blows up. Out of just being consistent though. Because 20 years is because some people get into certain industries, especially the clothing line, they want to make their own brand, but they want it to happen overnight.
Right.
And they don't understand that you're saying 20 years, and you have your degree in graphic designing and all this stuff. So, I get it. Kudos to those that want to just start the brand right away and push. But it takes technique and it takes networking.
But like she said, having a graphic design, degree, I mean, the things that she has designed, I mean, that is art.
No, I like it a lot.
And I mean, from everything that I see here, and then it's just amazing. I used to think that honestly, embroidery was something that my grandma used to do with the little rings and by hand and things like that. And don't get me wrong, some grandmas got very I don't know where they got their artistic talent from, but some of the designs that we saved from my grandma were amazing. Were amazing, and she did it all by hand. I mean, just her doing it, and I didn't have patience for that. I don't know what kind of kid I was, but I didn't have patience to do that. Now there's machines to do it, but it takes a very artistic person to be able to do the things that you have done. And I know, I keep going back to our pre-conversation, but I want to know, I want to know more about you, because all this stuff that has happened to you that has been awesome or whatever came with the price. But I want to talk a little bit about that, if you're okay with that.
Sure. Yeah. Like there's a quote that says, it takes 20 years to become an overnight success. And a lot of people are seeing, the things that I'm doing, and it wasn't always this easy. It was really hard. So the way that I began my own clothing line is I actually had got laid off from my job. And I had just bought a car. I didn't know I was going to get laid off. And I had $14 left to my name. That's why I have this tattoo right here.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
It's 14. And I had to make a decision. Either I was going to go work for somebody, or I was going to embroider. And I had this embroidery machine in my parents' garage, but at that time I didn't feel worthy enough to be a business owner. I was a graphic designer, and I was a really good graphic designer, but I didn't think I had it in me to become a business owner. So I cried for a few days, and I told my parents, I got let go. And my dad was like, you need to go in the garage and you need to start working with that embroidery machine. And then he told me the verse. I have a verse on the side of my head, Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the plans I have for you, says the Lord, plans to prosper you and not harm you, plans to give you a hope and a future. And that's what I did. And then I went outside. I told my mom, we were outside. We saw a hummingbird on a flower. And my mom's like, look at that hummingbird. That hummingbird is not afraid or worried because it knows that God will always provide.
You gave me chills.
Yeah. And so I had amazing parents that were so grounded in faith, and they made me believe that I can do anything. And I grinded, and for over 120 days straight. You're talking day, night, in the hot garage. And I had a friend that contacted me and was like, hey, you know what? I need some polo shirts. And I go, okay, cool. It was for 30 polo shirts. And back then, that was a lot. I was like, oh, my God, I'm going to be a baller, like 30, And so...
First order.
Yeah, 30. I was like, yeah, like I'm going to retire now. So yeah, so she brought. So little did I know. This is also why I say be nice to everybody, because you never know.
Exactly.
We had went to high school together. Little did I know it was for Frito-Lay, right? Ooh. So she gave me the order. She sent me the logo. I go, oh my gosh, for Frito-Lay, and she was like, yeah. I'm like, oh my God, how cool. So they went back to Frito-Lay. They loved them. And like, I don't know, a month or two later, something like that, they ordered 600.
Oh,
and
my
it got
God.
me, it got me out of my parents' garage into a shop in Hacienda Heights.
There you
Nice.
go.
So 300 of them were for were for Flaming Hot, and 300 were for Doritos.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is so cool. Congratulations. Wow. Yeah, you're right. You never know
Yeah.
who you're doing work for. You never know.
Yeah.
I mean, you'd learn that. You never know when you walk into a foyer. You know, they say, you know, because you never know if the person that you're being interviewed by or you're meeting could be in the foyer, and then you bump into them and then you treat them like dirt, but that's the person you were actually going to meet, and they see the real you at that
Exactly.
moment. So you never know.
Yeah, a
it's
lot of
true.
people make a lot of mistakes when it comes to first impressions, you know, or first when you first meet people, or when you see people, you just see them as whatever, when in fact you don't even know what kind of titles behind that person, because a lot of people are very humble. I mean, they don't you know, come in with their title on themselves, or they don't have the suit or you know, that people are looking for. You know, you just never know. You just never know.
Yeah, you treated me very well when I met you briefly, because you were busy. There was people there with your hats and stuff at the convention, but you treated me right. You gave me the time for me, because sometimes you go to conventions and stuff and you go to the vendor booths and there's just people just sitting there. Oh yeah, hi, this is it right here.
Yeah.
You know, but yet you're engaging, you know, and we were talking, even though you were like, I think you were trying to make something, but you're like, yeah, Hacienda Heights. Yeah. Like you were trying to engage with me, but I felt bad, so I was like, all right, well, you know, because I saw you were working, and I was like, because there was people there, but no, those things are important. You never know. And then you're here today. But what if you would have been like, yeah, man, and then she told me you were coming? I would have been like, I don't want her here.
Exactly.
You know, but you're engaging and stuff.
No, yeah, props to you. I mean, I give you props, because when Anna introduced us formally and she says, you need to work with her, you know, and I said, I would love to have her on the show. I mean, Anna's a connector. Anna she's a beautiful
sure.
person. I
Yeah.
mean, a beautiful person. And then when you came to our event and you were supporting, I was like, man, I love this girl already, because she's, you know, she's doing some amazing things, and we really want to support and really want you to be, you know, for people that are watching this that are still hesitating to start a business, and they know they have a talent, but they're scared, you know. Without being scared, you wouldn't be able to do it if it just came easy. Right. And that's what I tell people. Yes, it is scary to start a business, especially with the unknown. You don't know who's going to embrace you, who's not. Opportunities are going to come, what doors you're going to walk through. But is what God wants for us. He wants us to be uncomfortable doing it. Otherwise, we won't do it.
Right. Yeah, you know, when people tell me they're scared to start a business, I'm like, you know, be afraid of if like a lion's chasing you, but to start a business, what are you afraid of?
Yeah.
What, you know, there's no such thing as failure. It's just learning. It's just doing different things. And some of the most famous people were failures. Like, you know, Walt Disney got fired from for not having enough imagination. Michael Jordan didn't make his own basketball team. There's so many people that failed so many times, but that's where you just continue to go, and that's what separates the people. Who cares if you fail? You got to get back up and go, and that's just a redirection. That's how I see it. I failed so many times, and I just get back up and, okay, don't do that again.
Yeah.
So have I. I shared our, you know, a little bit about, you know, my story. And yes, it is not easy. Yes, it is scary, but you won't know the outcome of what you're doing and of your talents unless you try. And I've always told even my kids, you know, when they were doing sports, you know, my daughter would cry and I'd be like, cry, but get back up and do what you know how to do. You have a second chance. You have a third chance. You have a fourth chance. It's not like it's over because you fell and you didn't do it at this time. You have so many more tries to redeem yourself. Get up and do it.
Right.
And now she's an amazing human being. Because I never baby them. I never baby them through situations that were hard. And I think my parents said the same thing. Like your parents said, you have a talent. Just go do it.
Right.
You know, and for that, I'm sure you're very grateful to your parents, because now look at where you're at.
Yeah.
And you just keep rising, because we haven't made it, in other words. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I just feel like we're never done
Right.
I'm never
in
done.
any business,
Yeah.
you know?
Just
And-
getting started.
Yeah, I love this. I love what I do.
Yes.
Some people talk about
Yeah.
retiring. I'm like, I ain't retiring. I'm gonna do this 90 right here. Welcome to the show, guys.
And I
We have
probably
Desiree.
should, and I probably, that's right. I probably shouldn't be saying that, because every time I say I'm gonna retire now, Aiden's saying I'm gonna retire when Monica retires, and he's only 20 years old. And I'm like, oh my God, what, you're gonna work until you're 25? You know, he still has, you know, his whole life ahead of him.
Right.
You know, and seeing these amazing people like yourself being here, you know, teaching us a thing or two about about being, you know, resilience, because I think that's the word that just best describes you.
Thank you.
You know, and like you said, you're just gonna, you know, opportunities just gonna keep coming. You know, before you know, you're probably gonna need a bigger place somewhere.
I
don't
hope
know.
so. That is the goal.
So you're in
Yeah.
Hacienda Heights right now.
Yeah, I'm working out of my home at the moment.
Oh, okay. No, hey, home business is good.
I had a shop for 10 years, and then I got COVID pneumonia. And that, I was in the hospital. It took me 4 months to recover. My whole world was reduced down to one breath. And that's all I could focus on as I was laying in the hospital bed, is taking that one breath. And as I took that one breath, my entire body shook, because I had it so bad. And I just remember thinking, nothing else in this world matters except for this one sacred breath. And that's still till this day, to wake up in the morning and to breathe that sacred breath. And so, like I said, it hasn't been, you know, we're highlighting my accolades, but it hasn't always been that. But it was the tragedy that really made me, because if I could not breathe and recover, and I could be on oxygen 24/7, and still working and still coming back and still rehabilitating, I know that anybody else can do it too.
Is that where the tragedy from Tramp come from?
Well, I have all kinds of tragedies, but yeah, I mean, one of them, yeah. I feel like I've been through. I used to say I've had such a hard life, but now I say, you know, I've had such a character building life, because I now look back and see these were characteristics that I was given to now succeed. But back then, I didn't see it like that. I had more of a little victim mentality when things would happen. Why God? Why? You know, but now I look back and I'm like, thank God. Thank you for the pain. Because in that pain, now I can experience this high level of joy. That's
right.
Because you need those parallels.
Yeah.
You cannot experience the joy unless you experience that pain.
I love that.
Yeah,
It's true.
and definitely, because I have to agree with you. Without air, without our breath, and without water, we can't survive.
Yeah.
We can't survive anything. So, was this during COVID that you got sick?
Yeah, this was 4 years ago.
And how are we doing today?
Well, you know, I don't know if you kind of noticed, but I still have to, you know, take little breaths here and there, because it did affect, you know, scarring on my lungs and
yeah.
stuff. But I did I'm really into like holistic medicine.
Oh, okay.
So I did a lot of
Me too.
holistic
Oh, so is this
medicine.
guy.
And,
We'll talk after.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh wow, that's well. I'm glad you're here, and you seem.
Yes,
you
I'm
seem-
glad.
You seem well. I mean, I
Yeah.
couldn't tell.
Well, you're here because God still has a big plan for you.
Yeah,
And you're making a
for
difference.
sure, for
And I
sure.
love it. I'm not changing things, but the Wicked, I've been looking at it and stuff. And what the movie inspired
this
you?
is based off the movie. What inspired me is that I loved the movie so much, and I went to go buy something, and I didn't like anything. Everything was whack. So I'm like, you know what? Let me create something cool. So I did this holographic
I know, it looks really
material.
cool. I like it.
This is like another holographic material. In the movie, she wears this wool like coat. So I'm like, let me do that. And then her
Can you show it on
eyes.
the camera? Here.
But it's on her side, so she can pick
Oh
it.
yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
So see if you could do that. But you won't be able to see it in here. But her eyes, I made them glow in the dark.
Oh,
so you'll be able
Aiden, turn off the
to
lights.
see
No,
that. Yeah. So sometimes I can't find certain things, or I don't like the way they design them. So
and that's the benefit, all
let
right?
me go. Yeah, let me go
Like,
design
I
my
like
own.
that.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna do this to it. I'm gonna tweak it, and now it's mine.
Yeah.
Does that happen a lot now that you create your own stuff? So you're going like that. You're going to places, and people are like, "Excuse me, where'd you get that?"
Yeah. I have to rep my own stuff now, and it does happen a lot. Like I will get stopped and, "Oh, where'd you get that sweater?" Or people thinking like they just compliment me like, "That is so cool," and I'm like, "Oh, I made it. Follow me," and then I actually
That's
get
how you get
business from it.
yes.
Yeah.
Cool.
So it's cool.
You're gonna have to embroider something that helps us with that.
Call me though. I don't need all this bling bling stuff on it.
Let's connect now. Well, follow me and you'll see.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know.
Because the previous Let's Connect Now logo, it was a little more girly. So when I came on board, I was like, you gotta change it up just a little bit. We gotta make it a little bit more. So I like my color is teal. Or something, I like teal and this and that. I'm like, oh yeah, it's not gonna happen. We gotta change it a little bit, So,
funny.
but no, I love the fact that you're able to do all these things, And yes, we always have hiccups in life, and that's the things. Yeah, we're talking about the success right now that and you hit a little bit about the hard times and stuff, and because people don't understand that, they just want to jump in things and because people see your success, so they believe that by them jumping in, they're jumping in at that same level as you,
Right.
And they don't understand. No, you're going to start where you are going to start. You're here right now. You're doing your thing, but people automatically want to do that. But I love the fact. I love your spirit. I love everything you're doing. I mean, the things that you're saying right now and stuff. And I'm hoping that you continue to still work with us and we could build something together and stuff, because this is amazing. I mean, we don't have anyone like you that does anything like this. So this is gonna be great.
We've had stuff done before, but it was
not to this caliber.
Yeah, no, not to this caliber for sure. No, it was yeah. Let's not talk about it. But but now we're gonna have some quality stuff done that I'm gonna be very proud to showcase and talk about you and hopefully help give you business, according to. So do you have a big team? Is it just you now, or
Just me, myself, and Irene right here.
so when you get a
Great
big
movie.
order, you actually do it yourself?
No, and when I get like a really big order, then I will outsource it to a company that I previously worked with. And yeah, of course, it's 600. It'd take me forever to do. So I have
That's too
connections.
high of a volume.
But yeah, right now I still do most of the work. But yeah, if it gets to be too much, then yeah, I have to. It's more cost effective. But right now I've been working on like just higher end design work.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And something awesome that you do. Let's talk a little bit about your mobile embroidery.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, tell us about that, because maybe there's some businesses that, hey, I don't know. I got to see it, hands on, and I thought I go, how is she gonna get all that done in? But you did have an assistant.
Yeah.
How is she gonna get all that done in an hour or two or so?
Yeah, 'cause your table was everybody there. I see them just there.
A lot of times people say, yeah, we have a space or a booth or something. I'm like, okay. So then I don't bring my stuff, and then it was like the size of this table, and I'm like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe I should just bring my own stuff. But yeah, so the way that my mobile embroidery came about is because I had lost my shop. So I no longer had a shop, and I'm like, what do I do? Let me go mobile. So I got the mobile embroidery machine, and I'm like, how cool would it be to embroider on the spot? I remember going to Disneyland back in the day.
Yes.
And you would get your name on the hat.
Yeah.
And I thought that was the coolest thing. I'm like,
Right there.
let me bring my version of Disneyland to your event.
Ooh, I like
And so that's where it started. And the first one that I did, oh my gosh, it was like really hard because I obviously didn't know what I was doing, and I had offered all these crazy elaborate designs, and it was not good.
But your letters and everything that you did on that golf towel was amazing. It does not compare to Disneyland and those little Mickey Mouse ear hats or whatever. It looked so like somebody just kind of wrote it and didn't know how to handwrite or something. But yours is amazing.
Thank you.
Yours is amazing.
No,
That's quality.
I think you or Anna, you gave it to me, and I was like, oh shoot, because it says JR and it's the logo, the LA Latino logo, and I was like, hey, this is nice. Where'd you guys get? Thank
when
you
I get
so
home,
much.
my husband's high, and he's like, did you get me one? And I said, no, you should have signed up and you should have played.
But I'm gonna say this: when they gave it to me, I felt special. Until I went outside or out the door and I saw you were doing it for everybody. And I was like, I did. I was like, oh my God, they made this for me. I did at first.
Well, you should still feel special because a lot of people didn't get them.
Oh, then yeah, I
you
felt
know,
special then.
we had a waiting list because obviously we could only do so many, right? I think I did probably over 100 at least.
Wow.
And yeah, we put the initials on there, but yeah, there was a waiting list and people were like wanting them, and I'm like, I had to cut it off because I'm like, I know how many I can do, but people just kept wanting, and then they were like bribing me, and they were like trying to they were trying to like pay for it, and then they were like, hey, do you want a drink? Like, no, people were like bribing me.
God.
Yeah. And I'm not going to lie. I took one person up on the offer, and it was for a drink, but it was like just a drink for me and my sister. And it wasn't even like alcohol. It was just, we were just so thirsty, and I'm like, well, okay, please. And so I was like, please. And so he brought me like a Sprite, and my sister, I don't know, she got like a water or something. And I was like, you know what? You're the only person that asked us if we were thirsty, so I'm gonna let you slide. And then his buddy too. So we hooked them up. Yeah,
They were nice. They were nice. Yeah, I was touched.
I was impressed. I was very impressed. That was a beautiful gift, and I just thought, oh my God, this was amazing. I was gonna put, 5 or 6, but then I thought, no, I don't think
5 or 6. What's 5 or 6?
Different initials for different people.
But
I didn't. I only did me and you.
Oh, thank God you did me. Usually she wouldn't even get me one. She'd be like, look what I got. Wow.
Yeah, but you were so helpful too because you were, you're writing stuff down. You were handing them out for us, so that helped. Like she mentioned, my sister does help me do it. My sister doesn't know how to embroider, but she knows how to do all the other stuff. So sometimes it gets a little overwhelming. So thanks.
No, like I said,
for
I seen you working, and your table was packed with people and stuff.
Yeah.
And they made me sell raffles, so I couldn't stay there. I was over there like, hey, raffles.
I was not succeeding at selling raffle tickets for some reason. As soon as we handed it to him, he sold them all, and I was like, yeah, okay.
But but we're grateful that you came on today.
Yes.
Thank you so much for taking the time to come out and stuff. And where can people find you? I'm not saying Hacienda Heights, but I'm saying where can they find you on social media, website? Do you have anything like that?
Yeah, you can find me on Chopped Up Cherries Embroidery, Chopped Up Cherries _ on TikTok, Chopped Up Cherries Embroidery at yahoo.com, and choppedupcherries.bigcartel.com.
Ooh, Big Cartel.
Yeah.
Dang, oh, girl.
Yeah, but I have one more question, of course, that I wanted to ask, and for some reason I'm forgetting about it. I don't know how it just went. Shit.
Wow. So you're okay. So maybe she's gonna ask you later when we're done.
When we're done. Oh yeah, I know. So if somebody wanted to hire you to do an event, how much time do they need for that? Because I know with your busy schedule, is that something that they have to schedule with 6 months, 3 months?
No, usually like a couple weeks. Yeah, I mean it's nice if you do it like months ahead, because then I know to.
Well, you gotta get the product too,
Yeah, it depends, because sometimes the product is also provided, but most of the time, you tell me you you have something and it's like I can do it and it's only a few days away, I'm gonna do it. About that money, so. So if I'm free, I'd rather do it than to stay home,
So any last words for anybody that maybe is still kind of hesitant about starting a business? I love the Psalms that you quoted. It's a beautiful Psalm. And is there any last words or anything inspirational that you feel that people need to hear from you?
Yeah, one of my favorite things that I've learned is they say that the graveyard is the richest place in the world. because there's songs that never sung, books that never been written, cures that never been cured because people were afraid. So I just want to encourage people, don't go to the grave with your dreams. Really experience life, feel the highs, the lows, and don't be afraid to live your dreams and start your business. Yeah.
That's pretty
I
awesome.
love it.
And then one last thing. I just remember what I was going to ask you. I love lipstick. I really, really do. So can you share what color it is and who and what brand it is?
You know what? I've tried so many, but it's the Sephora.
Your favorite.
The Sephora lip stain. It's 01. I don't know what the color is, but it says 01, and it's only $14. And it stays on. It stays on for
$14?
everything. Yeah, exactly. It stays on for everything. You could eat, drink. I mean,
Sephora brand?
The Sephora brand, and they have a bunch of colors too. Yeah, you're gonna love it.
Wrote it down.
Yeah, she's gonna go now right here to Sephora.
I know we have one here at the Plaza West Covina, just in case you guys want to come and buy it.
Great.
We have to give a shout out to the Plaza West Covina because they have some great shops.
No, I know. I'm gonna say, but your last question was about lipstick. Wow, and you couldn't remember that.
I mean,
I could see the red lipstick the whole time.
Because there's different colors of red, by the way.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is.
Gosh.
And there's a lot of different brands. And Sephora, I mean, I've tried so many, even the higher end ones. And still, I've tried Dior. I've tried, I mean, all of them. And this is, not all of them, obviously, but this is like the one that budget friendly, stays on. Like a lot of times where I go, a lot of times I go places like, oh, I love what color is that? I love it. And so this is the only color I wear. That's it.
So if you guys go to a Sephora and it's sold out, it's because of Desiree. She's bought it all.
Yeah.
She took it all.
Maybe they'll start doing their
I'm gonna
shirts Sephora
yeah.
by her embroidery.
I'm gonna need my cut, Sephora. No.
Checks in the mail.
Yeah.
Checks in the mail. No, but thank you so much for coming on. Really appreciate your
This was
time.
fun.
Love your work. Love the whole designs and stuff. And yes.
Oh no, and she does have a store online where she does feature some of her her clothing line, right?
Right.
Where you guys can purchase it. I looked through it. She does have my size too, by the way.
Oh, wow. Well, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Really appreciate it. Don't forget, every Monday, 7 a.m. And we'll see you guys next week.
Thank you so much for watching Let's Connect Now. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. And if you want to be a sponsor, contact us today.